2,500 Qantas workers are stood down. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. We're going to have a look at this article from Yahoo discussing 2,500 Qantas workers stood down. Here in Queensland, we're in the middle of a lockdown. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. We'll have to see what happens, and understandably, this is going to impact a lot of workers. And we don't have JobKeeper at the moment, everyone. So this is going to be tough on a few people. So, around 2,500 frontline Qantas and Jetstar workers will be stood down for around 2 months in response to the ongoing lockdowns and border closures. Now, my sister-in-law works at the airport. During the last big lockdowns, when she had JobKeeper, she reskilled. So she now has 2 jobs. She has an airport job and another one providing essential care to high-needs children, disabled children. So she's in a very good position. But it was the lockdowns that kind of forced her to get into this situation. So if you're dependent on one sector like this, guys, you need to try and adapt and find other opportunities. And it's going to be harder for some people, I understand. But we don't know how long this is going to keep going. We look at the ScoMo's plan to freedom. Are we gonna hit those percentages? So the announcement came after the federal government announced it would be extending support to the airline sector until the end of the year. Qantas said the stand down is a temporary measure to deal with a significant drop in flying caused by COVID-19 restrictions in Greater Sydney, and in particular the knock-on border closures in all other states and territories. Qantas stressed that no job losses are expected and that income support in the form of government disaster payments will be key to helping eligible employees get through this challenging period. Well, will it be enough to get through those 2 months? Extended government support. The Australian government said it has further extended key assistance measures to support domestic aviation. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Infrastructure, Transport and Regional Development, Barnaby Joyce, said the Domestic Aviation Network Support, DANS, and Regional Airline Network Support, RANS program have been extended until the 31st of December 2021. Through the COVID crisis, DANS and RANS have allowed more than 1.8 million passengers to continue to travel across our country, including essential workers in healthcare and other frontline services, Joyce said. The government is also extending a 50% waiver of domestic air services charged for regular public transport and aeromedical flights to the 31st of December 2021. Oh, that's nice. This will continue to help manage costs for airlines as they navigate the serious ongoing challenges posed by COVID-19 outbreaks, including lockdowns and border closures. So, the New South Wales lockdowns are risking economic security. Qantas CEO Alan Joyce said the difficult decision to trigger stand-downs reflected the reality confronting many businesses operating in New South Wales. This is clearly the last thing we want to do, but we're now faced with an extended period of reduced flying, and that means no work for a number of our people, Joyce said. We've absorbed a significant amount of costs since these recent lockdowns started, and continued paying our people their full rosters despite thousands of cancelled flights. Joyce said the decision to stand down staff for 2 months was in line with how long he predicts New South Wales will still be plagued by outbreaks and lockdowns. Based on current case numbers, it's reasonable to assume that Sydney's borders will be closed for at least another 2 months, he said. We know it will take a few weeks once the outbreak is under control before other states open to New South Wales and normal travel can resume. So the vaccine rollout is the key to reopening. Joyce added that the vaccine rollout is of the highest priority in reopening the domestic and international economy. The vaccine rollout means the end is in sight and the concept of lockdowns will be a thing of the past. Australia just needs more people rolling up their sleeves as more vaccines arrive, he said. But then you see examples, as we did this morning, of people who want to get vaccinated and can't get it. This whole, we'll have to see how it all plays out. Do you think they'll reach the 80%, guys? Maybe I'm just too cynical with government organisation. The challenge around opening international borders remains. Higher vaccination rates are also key to being able to fly overseas again and finally getting our people back to work. Australia has been lagging behind the industrialised world in terms of vaccination rate, but has been ramping up recently with the establishment of max vaccination hubs and more availability of Pfizer. So let's have a look, everyone. Let's have a look at the Qantas share price to see how that is sitting at the moment. I'm just going to jump to full screen here so we can see it. So we're sitting at $4.50, and we can see, look at that big fall from over $7. Boom, right down to under $3, and it's slowly creeping back up. No dividend yield, price to earnings ratio is not there. The year range has been from $5.79 to $3.12. The day range from 452 to 447, so it's sitting about there, and a volume of 8.42 million. Now, here's the thing. Is now the time to invest in Qantas if you're hoping for it to climb, for it to go, for a return to normalcy? Do you see that happening? Do you see Qantas being profitable again? Do you see it paying some dividends again, if that's your investment strategy? Did you get in right here at the fear when everyone else was scared, everyone? Back at 2020 in March, remember when the market crashed and there's hysteria and fear everywhere? We'll have to see, guys. I mean, it's a nice 40% increase. But, there's market corrections and there's a whole lot of unknowns. So there we have it, everyone. There we have it. Qantas standing down 2,500 staff. Once again, I feel sorry for people who are working in this industry. It's just going to be tough. And you've got to make the decision of, do you stick with it or do you try and find something else? And it's going to be hard for some people if you've developed a whole career, if you've got your whole skill set, retraining. And do you want to employ someone that's just going to abandon you and go back to their airport job when things return to normal? Or will it never return to normal? There we go. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Buy our merch from HeiseSays. Use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.